All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Istanbul,
Wonderful.
a city that bridges Europe and Asia. It's a place where ancient history and modern life really just kind of collide
hmm
in the most vibrant way.
Absolutely.
And you, our listeners, have sent us a collection of sources, notes on must-see attractions,
Oh, interesting
some
stuff.
really interesting finds from FlightNHotels.com,
Okay. Yeah.
and even instructions for a mobile app. So,
Right.
yeah, we've got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we're not just planning a trip here, right? We are unearthing layers of Istanbul's captivating story.
Okay.
From Byzantine emperors to Ottoman sultans, bustling bazaars to tranquil islands, we're going to uncover what makes this city so special.
I'm already intrigued.
Yeah.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
Why has Istanbul been such a historically significant city?
It's all about location, location, location.
Okay.
Istanbul sits on the Bosphorus Strait, and this is a narrow waterway that links the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. And this strategic position has made Istanbul a crossroads of civilizations
See.
for centuries.
Yeah.
It controlled trade routes and influenced the rise and fall of empires. Imagine like holding the keys to a continent.
Wow, so it's not just a pretty city then. It's been a power player for ages.
Exactly.
That explains why it's overflowing with incredible landmarks.
It does.
Speaking of which, how can we even talk about Istanbul without mentioning the Hagia Sophia?
Of course, the crown jewel.
It's been a cathedral, a mosque, and now a museum. Talk about a story to tell.
The Hagia Sophia is more than just a building. It's a symbol of Istanbul's fascinating history, and architecturally, it's a marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Take that massive dome, for example, built in the 6th century.
Oh, wow.
It was groundbreaking for its time. To support such a structure, they used pendentives.
Okay.
These are triangular sections that transition from the dome's circular base to the square supporting structure. It's like they defied gravity.
That's incredible. Just picturing engineers from that era figuring out how to build something so grand is
Yeah.
mind-blowing. And
Right.
inside,
Oh, you're going to love this.
is it as impressive as the exterior?
Absolutely. Inside the Hagia Sophia, you'll find breathtaking Byzantine mosaics.
Okay.
These intricate artworks, some dating back centuries, depict biblical scenes and imperial portraits. They're not just beautiful, they offer a glimpse into the religious and artistic traditions of the Byzantine Empire.
I can already imagine myself staring up at that dome, surrounded by those mosaics. It sounds like a truly immersive experience.
It is. It is.
But speaking of grandeur, we can't forget Topkapi Palace,
Yes.
the ultimate sultan's residence.
Right. Yes. Topkapi Palace is like a window into the opulence and intrigue of the Ottoman Empire. Imagine yourself strolling through these lavish chambers with their ornate decorations and stunning views of the Bosphorus.
Oh, wow.
Each room holds a story from the treasury overflowing with jewels and artifacts to the harem, shrouded in mystery and whispers of power.
Okay, I'm hooked. Wandering those halls, imagining the Sultan's life, the power, the intrigue, the stunning views.
Yeah. Got it.
But let's shift gears for a moment. No trip to Istanbul would be complete without the Blue Mosque, right?
Of course not.
And seriously, why is it called blue?
Well, the Blue Mosque earned its nickname from the tens of thousands of vibrant Iznik tiles that adorn its interior. These tiles are renowned for their brilliant blue hues and intricate designs.
Okay.
They create a visual feast that's simply breathtaking. It's not just blue, it's an explosion of color and patterns that reflect the beauty of Islamic art.
I can already picture those blue tiles. I'm making a note to just sit there and soak in the artistry. But you know what else I need to experience?
What's that?
The Grand Bazaar.
Ah, yeah.
4,000 shops.
You got it.
That's practically a city in itself. I bet you could get lost for days in there.
You absolutely could. The Grand Bazaar is a labyrinth of sights, smells, and sounds.
Wow.
It's more than just shopping. It's a cultural experience. Imagine winding through narrow alleyways, passing stalls piled high with hand-woven carpets, glittering jewelry, aromatic spices, and handcrafted ceramics.
It just sounds incredible.
Yeah. And if you're looking for something truly unique, you have to seek out a traditional locum maker.
Okay.
They create these delicate Turkish delights in a rainbow of colors and flavors.
Okay, sensory overload in the best way possible.
Right.
I'm already thinking about the delicious treats that I'll discover.
Exactly.
But we've covered some of the iconic landmarks. What about experiences that go beyond the typical tourist trail?
Well, for a truly unique perspective, a Bosphorus cruise is a must. You're not just sightseeing, you're sailing between continents, with Europe on one side and Asia on the other. Imagine watching the sunset over the city, The silhouette of Istanbul's skyline, painted against the golden sky. It's a perspective you won't find anywhere else.
That sounds incredibly romantic.
It is.
And you know what pairs perfectly with a magical sunset?
Oh, to that.
Amazing food.
Oh, of course.
Speaking of which, our friends at FlightNHotels.com mentioned rooftop restaurants overlooking the Bosphorus.
Okay, yeah.
What culinary delights does Istanbul offer beyond baklava?
Oh, well, Istanbul's food scene is a delicious fusion of flavors. You'll find savory kebabs, of course, but also fresh seafood from the Bosphorus, flavorful mezes, and lentil soup that warms you from the inside out.
Okay.
And don't forget to try simit.
Simit.
Yes, these are sesame-covered bread rings,
Okay, yeah.
sold by street vendors. Perfect for a quick bite on the go.
My mouth is watering already. And what about those rooftop restaurants?
Oh, they're amazing.
Are they as incredible as they sound?
Imagine savoring delicious Turkish cuisine while enjoying panoramic views of the Bosphorus and the cityscape twinkling below. The atmosphere is electric, especially at night when the city lights up.
Okay, I'm adding dinner with a view to my list.
Absolutely.
But while we're on the topic of experiences, what about Istanbul's cultural scene? I've heard about the whirling dervishes. Is that something you'd recommend?
Witnessing a whirling dervishes ceremony is a truly mesmerizing experience. Their spinning dance is a form of meditation and a spiritual journey rooted in Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam.
Oh,
The rhythmic movements, accompanied by traditional music, create an atmosphere of trance-like peace and beauty. It's a performance that touches the soul.
that sounds incredible. And besides the whirling dervishes, what other cultural gems does Istanbul have to offer?
Well, Istanbul is a city that embraces both tradition and modernity.
Okay.
You can explore centuries-old mosques one minute and stumble upon a trendy art gallery or a bustling music venue the next.
Oh, wow.
There are festivals celebrating everything from film to design, and the city's contemporary art scene is thriving.
Yeah.
You'll find inspiration around every corner.
Wow.
Truly. Yeah, it really did. Istanbul has something for everyone. It's a melting pot of cultures and interests.
I'm hearing that. And speaking of diverse experiences, if we had even more time in this amazing city, what day trips would you suggest? You mentioned the Princess Islands before, car-free with horse-drawn carriages. It sounds like stepping back in time.
The Princess Islands offer a tranquil escape from the city's hustle and bustle. Imagine yourself strolling through pine forests, relaxing on sandy beaches, and enjoying a leisurely carriage ride. These islands were once a place of exile for Byzantine princes, hence the name. Today they're a peaceful retreat where you can enjoy the simple pleasures of life.
See, this is what I love about travel, finding these hidden pockets of peace and charm. And it's easy to get there, right? Just a ferry ride away.
Exactly. A scenic ferry ride from Istanbul will transport you to this island paradise in just under an hour. It's the perfect way to escape the city noise and reconnect with nature.
So a ferry ride to a peaceful island check. But our sources also mentioned a couple of other interesting day trip options, right?
Right. Edirne, home to the magnificent Selimiye Mosque, is a must-see for architecture enthusiasts. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is considered one of the greatest achievements of Ottoman architecture, with its soaring dome and intricate decorations.
Wow, I'm sensing a theme here. Istanbul and its surrounding areas are just overflowing with architectural wonders. What about that other day trip, Bursa? What makes it special?
Bursa was the first capital of the Ottoman Empire, and it's known for its rich history, stunning scenery, and, wait for it, thermal baths. You can relax and rejuvenate in these naturally heated waters, just like the Ottomans did centuries ago.
Okay, so we've got islands, mosques, thermal baths. The options are endless. It's making me want to extend my trip even longer. But back to reality for a moment. We have to talk about this FlightNHotels.com website you mentioned earlier. It seems super convenient for booking flights, hotels, and tours all in one place. Have you used it before?
I haven't personally, but these travel booking sites can be quite tempting, especially with their package deals. However, it's important to be a savvy traveler and watch out for those hidden fees they sometimes sneak in. Always compare prices from different sources and read reviews carefully before committing.
Good point. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of planning and overlook those little details. So what's the best way to navigate these travel booking sites and avoid any unpleasant surprises?
One trick I've learned is to use incognito mode when browsing. This prevents sites from tracking your searches and potentially inflating prices based on your browsing history. Also, pay close attention to user reviews, especially those that mention customer service experiences. This can give you a better idea of the company's reliability and responsiveness.
That's a great tip. I'm always looking for ways to outsmart those sneaky algorithms. So it sounds like FlightNHotels.com could be a good option if you do your research and make sure you're getting a fair deal. But even with all the convenience of online booking, I still believe there's something special about exploring a city like Istanbul on your own terms.
I completely agree. While those prepackaged tours and itineraries can be helpful, sometimes the most memorable experiences come from venturing off the beaten path and discovering hidden gems on your own.
Exactly. We've talked about all these amazing landmarks, delicious food, the cultural experiences, but I get the feeling that Istanbul truly reveals its magic when you get lost in its back streets, explore the local neighborhoods, and connect with the people who make this city so special.
You hit the nail on the head. What makes Istanbul truly special is its blend of ancient and modern, east and west. You can be exploring a centuries-old mosque one minute, then stumble upon a trendy cafe or a bustling art studio the next. It's a city of contrasts and surprises.
So it's about embracing the unexpected and allowing yourself to be surprised by what you find. Any particular neighborhoods you'd recommend exploring?
Absolutely. Balat, with its colorful buildings and vibrant street art, is a photographer's dream. Or take a stroll down Istiklal Street, a pedestrianized haven of shops, cafes, and cultural landmarks. You can feel the pulse of the city there.
I can already picture myself wandering those streets, soaking up the atmosphere, and stumbling upon hidden courtyards and charming cafes. It sounds like a sensory feast.
It is. And speaking of feasts, have you ever considered taking a Turkish cooking class? It's a fantastic way to immerse yourself in the local culture and learn the secrets of Turkish cuisine. Imagine returning home with the skills to recreate those delicious flavors you experienced in Istanbul.
Oh, a cooking class. Now that's an experience I can get behind. Not only do I get to eat delicious food, but I learn how to make it myself. What could be better?
Exactly. It's more than just a cooking lesson. It's a cultural exchange. You'll learn about the ingredients, the techniques, and the stories behind the dishes. It's a true deep dive into the heart of Turkish cuisine.
And who knows, maybe I'll discover a hidden culinary talent I never knew I had. But jokes aside, it sounds like a truly enriching experience. And honestly, it's just one example of the countless ways you can connect with Istanbul on a deeper level.
You're right. It's those personal connections, those moments of cultural exchange that truly make a trip unforgettable. It's about going beyond the guidebooks and creating your own Istanbul story.
I love that creating your own Istanbul story. It's such a powerful reminder that travel is not just about seeing the sights. It's about experiencing a place, connecting with its people, and leaving a piece of your heart behind.
And that's where the real magic happens.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the unexpected, stepping outside your comfort zone, and allowing yourself to be transformed by the journey.
Beautifully said. It sounds like we've given our listener a lot to think about and hopefully a serious case of wanderlust. So as they prepare to embark on their Istanbul adventure, what final words of wisdom would you offer?
I would say go beyond the landmarks, embrace the unexpected, and allow yourself to be captivated by the spirit of this extraordinary city.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to get lost in the back streets, strike up conversations with locals,
Yeah.
savor the flavors of Turkish cuisine, and just lose yourself in the beauty of Islamic art and architecture.
I love it. It's about immersing yourself in the culture, the history, the
Yes.
energy of Istanbul. It's about opening your heart and your mind to these new experiences and letting the city work its magic on you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, Istanbul is a city best explored on foot. So put on those walking shoes,
Yeah.
grab a map, and let curiosity be your guide.
Okay.
You never know what treasures you'll uncover around the next corner.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired.
Mm.
But before we wrap up, I have to ask, for someone visiting Istanbul for the first time, what's one must-do experience you'd recommend above all else?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose just one, I'd say take a sunset cruise on the Bosphorus.
Okay.
It's a truly magical experience that captures the essence of Istanbul. As you sail between two continents, watching the sun dip below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the city's iconic skyline,
Yeah.
it's a moment you'll cherish forever.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I can already picture it. The warm breeze, the stunning views,
Yeah.
the sense of wonder. It's the perfect way to end a day of exploring this captivating city.
It is. And as you soak in those breathtaking views, remember you're not just witnessing a sunset.
Mm-hmm.
You're witnessing the convergence of history, culture, and natural beauty. That makes Istanbul so unique.
Beautifully said. So, to our listeners who are about to embark on their Istanbul adventure,
Yes.
we say this. Embrace the journey, explore with an open heart, and let Istanbul surprise you. We've given you the knowledge.
We have.
Now it's your turn to create your own Istanbul story.
Happy travels.
Safe travels, and until next time, keep diving deep.